Hello, hello folks, how's it going? I hope all is well. Tonight we are back with Riven. Most likely for the last time, unless we do another playthrough. Because we are exploring endings today. We're gonna have to backtrack a little bit for a couple of these. But that'll be fine. That is a price I'm willing to pay. So let's see, let's get in here. Rescue. Okay, we'll load her up. Haven't even been here yet. So before we even do that one, so we're in Gain's office, obviously. Let me jump over here. Set that down so I can actually hear myself think. Okay. So we've got several different endings. One that we've already found. That was open the star fissure before visiting Gain or Catherine. We did that. Things went catastrophically wrong. So next we have, we're just going to go down this list. We've visited Gain, we've captured him in the trap book, and now we have to go back and open the star fissure without freeing Catherine. So we're not even going to go there. No, we're not. No, sir. We're going to come here. I've picked one at random. We can't do that one, apparently. Why not? Well, I mean, we could do that one. Where is it? That one. So why can't we... Hang on a second. And we've captured him. Do we not have a way out after this? Whoa. Why is it not active? Oh, wait. I know why. That turns them on. This powers it. I remember them saying it was kind of a crude setup because he needed that to power the books. Right, here we go. So this is the crater. No, this is the first island. This is temple. Yoink. Well, that's kind of fun. Doesn't give you much of a fly around, though. Here we are. It's very loud. Hopefully it's not too loud for you guys. Okay, not terribly, at least not compared to my voice. So, from here, we're actually in the perfect place to do the star fissure. Because this is where it is. So we've trapped him. We just have not freed Catherine. And we won't for a bit. Okay. So I'm going to drop us off here. I'm going to save the game. I'm going to say... Exploring endings. Which ones can we do? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5? I'm not going to worry about that. Exploring endings. That's what we're going to call it. Right? So if I go save game, yeah, okay, it's here. So we've trapped Gain. Come over here. And remove this because I know it's there. Oh, we need to make it go down. Oopsies. Where is the directional thing? Where's the directional thing? It's like here, isn't it? It's somewhere. Where was it again? Oh, I see. It's right there. Now it'll go down. Let me do this first. What was that? I don't remember what those mean. Oh, where's my list? Here it is. Excuse me. Okay. So that is 4244. Thank you. Oh, I can't mess with it? No, I think I gotta bring it back up before I can do it. Because you gotta be able to open it. There is some logic there. Okay. Four, 2244. So we can't go in there. So now... Okay, let's do it. Actually, can I don't want to have to flip back and forth. Call me silly that way, but wait a second, where is it? Where's my page? Oh, is that it? Yeah. Alright. Sorry, let's get this written down. I want to get some of these endings done. Okay, so open star fissure. Let's see. Don't visit again. Sorry, or cat. We've got one where, okay, visit and trap again. No Catherine. Next one we've got visit again, don't capture him, don't free Catherine, go directly back and open the star fissure. You're going to be seeing all these anyway, so these aren't going to be in order. Because we already did the first one. We could try to do it in this particular order. I guess. So that's ending 1. Just don't do any of that. Ending 2 is only do half of that. Visit again. No Catherine rescue. Visit again. Don't capture him, don't free Catherine. Directly to the star fissure. So those are the open the fissure endings. I think. Yeah. And then what's the third one? Let's see which one. This 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We'll do this is number 10, which will be the last one we do, because it'll be the canon one. At least I think. Trap again. Free Catherine. Open fissure. Okay, so those are the open the star fissure endings. Let's see the next one. Okay, visit again. Number 4. Let's see. Refuse to touch. Trap book is like 2 times. 3 times, technically, because the first time, refuse the link, return 2 more times, and refuse those times. So refuse all 3 times. Let's see. The next one is trap again, but then touch the book yourself. Ooh. Sorry, excuse me. I just had a sneeze, like fighting me. We'll have to backtrack for that one. There's one ending where it's like as soon as they give you the book, you touch it. So then you're trapped in there. Okay, so touch book as soon as available. Okay. The next one is at Riven, no again. And then the next one is a little... Okay, so you visit again, then go to the Moede Age, get the trap book, but then touch the book before going back to him. So yes, that will be quite the backtrack, but I think we can find it. So visit again, get trap, touch, 4, return. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 10 will be the main one. Okay, alright. We have our heading. We've already done the first one. Don't visit again or cat, and just open the Starfisher. Should I just save the Starfisher endings for last? No, we'll just do it in the order of the list here. Not that it really makes a big difference here, but I'm just gonna... I want to do it this way. Besides, we're already here. We visit again, we've trapped him, but we don't have Catherine. This is ending number 2, according to the list. So we are dooming Catherine to die in this ending. That's what that is. Here's Atreus. How many endings has he seen us mess up? He's tired of us. This is only ending 2. You died the first time.
Catherine? I don't understand. You've captured Gien, but why did you signal me? There's no time left. The age is collapsing. I've got to get back before it's too late. Your way is clear. You're free to go home.
Oh.
Farewell, my friend.
Without the book? We just jump in the fissure? Oh! Interesting. Left to fall forever in the void. But he says that's the way home.
So much work. Gien is at last defeated, but the price of this defeat is dear. The people of Riven must try to hang on to a world which is dying. And I am sentenced to the futile task of nursing Riven's fatal wounds. Of Catherine, I will never know her fate.
Also, it doesn't necessarily mean she dies, but... We're not allowed to skip this at any point, are we? Oh! No, I don't want to pause it. I want to skip it. Oh, that's the downside, is we're gonna have to go through this every time. Okay, interesting. So, I wonder if in even the good ending, he's like, hey, you know, Catherine and I are gonna go back home and, like, you're gonna go in there. Yes, yeah. Okay, so that was the visit and trap Gien, but don't rescue Catherine. The next one we'll have to backtrack a little bit for. We'll have to visit Gen, not capture him. Don't rescue Catherine, and then open the fissure. And then from there, we'll be fooling with the trap book. Why can't I skip? Oh, I hope I'm not messing with anything. Jeez, I have to remember that, like, these buttons do something. I can't just, like, mush them. It looks fine, at least. Does it sound fine? Are we good? Is this fine? Oh, yeah. Seems like we're good. Help! No, okay, we don't want to pause it. We want to get out of here is what we want to do. Well, in any case, that was seems like, I seem to recall someone saying there's only one good ending. Which makes sense, because a lot of these are fooling with the trap book when you shouldn't be. Apparently very easy to screw up with this book. Can I help you? If you could land, I would appreciate that. Or I could just kind of like... Nope, I didn't get it. There's like there's a bug flying around in here. I'm gonna get him sooner or later. I wonder what the importance of listening to that... Hold on. The little metal thingamabob. Oh, hold on. I should have been reading these. We love you and couldn't have done it without you. I need to read these when they come back around. I guess it's not super long in the grand scheme of things. I like that the music isn't as, it doesn't seem as dark as the one where Gen just straight up wins. But it's sad, because Catherine is gone. Alright, come on now. Hello? There we go. So, start saved game, exploring endings. Load it up. Okay, that was done. Visit Gen, but no Catherine rescue, and we can't trap him yet. We can do the other trap ending since we already have him. So, trap Gen, but then touch the book. Okay. Touch the book.
I don't know exactly why you released me, but you realize, of course, that this must be the end for you. I can't take the chance that you will change your mind again. It may provide you with some solace, however, to know that with this act of self-sacrifice, you have secured your place in history. The Dunny culture will be reborn. The lives of millions will be purified. Thanks to you. Farewell.
Well, quick and easy. But please get out of here. Interesting. I think the reason why they sound so dark, I think that's supposed to be Gen's theme. Of course, we gotta sit through the whole musical thing again. But that's the third ending. Trap Gen, but touch the book. And then the next one, we're gonna do the same thing, but we need to do it in a specific place. Like I said, a couple of the other ones we're gonna have to backtrack for. Okay, we have to backtrack a little for number 4, for 7, for 8, for 9. Yeah, okay, we have to backtrack a little bit for all of them. Hopefully I did it to the point where, like, it'll be okay. Yeah. We're just kind of listening to music now. Anyway, as I was saying before I got distracted, Gen has this little metal thingy. Ooh, no, I think I know why the guide said to remember the sounds. It's probably for releasing Catherine somehow. I mean, that's the only puzzle we got left. Anyway, I'm thinking once we get done here, that I would like to start up Myst 3 and go in as blind as possible with it. I have heard, though, a lot of people think that Riven is one of the best, if not the best, in the series, which I do really like it. That being said, I got stuck a lot, but I suppose this is to be expected for puzzle games in the first place. You're not supposed to just coast through, otherwise, where's the challenge? I heard as well that Myst 4 is like unreasonably difficult. Like, apparently one of the puzzles is, like, nonsensical. I guess we'll see when we get there. I may be, like, throwing my fist to the sky. Ooh, Cyan thanks everyone who played Myst. Riven exists because of you. Everyone at Roterbund, especially Dennis Lee and Laurie Strand. The original Myst team. Extra special thanks to the Cyan team. Your efforts have been superhuman. Thank you for caring about this project. Richard would also like to thank his parents, Gary and Evelyn, for giving him the insight and freedom to pursue his loves. Well, that's nice. Bum bum bum. Okay, next we need to go back to the Moiety Age. Oh, to open that puzzle thing again. Jeez. Alright. We're gonna go back to the thing, I guess. What's the quickest way to do it? I need to go to the jungle. I'm going the wrong way for that. There we go. Probably the last time we'll see this cutscene, so I'll let it play. Okay. Is there only one where we free Catherine? How do we free Catherine in the first place? Is visiting Gen a prerequisite for freeing Catherine? Yes, because there's only one book that accesses the prison island that she's held on, and that's in his workshop. Like, the one he's actively in. I should say that's his 233rd age. Okay, so yeah, there is only one ending where you actually trap Gen and free Catherine. Okay. So we get to speed through here. You call to someone that is no longer there. It's not this way. Where is it again? Oh no, it was that way. Well, yes and no. Yeah, no, it is this way. Yeah. Oh, I had it right. Go through here. Whoops, that button's already open, because you gotta reach through here. Do that. Whoops. Okay. Now where's the first one? I don't remember what it is anymore. Don't mind me. Boiler, the jungle, isles in the forest, 5 switches, top of the ladder, room with the stones. Okay, yes, the proper sequence and all that. I had it like straight up pulled up. Oh, here it is. Okay, fish, scarab, frog, water fella, and then water fella times 2. So which one were you? Right there. And then the frog. No, it was the scarab next. It was you, and then it was the frog, and then it was water fella, and then it was you. We get in here. Is this the only ending where we have to go to the Moiety Age? It is not. It's the only one where we bring the trap book with him in it, though. Okay. So let's, like,
It appears that the moiety and I will finally be able to discuss our differences face to face. I don't know exactly why you released me, but you realize, of course, that this must be the end for you. I can't take the chance that you will change your mind again. It may provide you with some solace, however, to know that with this act of self-sacrifice, you have secured your place in history. The Dunny culture will be reborn, and the lives of millions will be purified. Thanks to you. Farewell.
so he says much the same here. Okay. So what other endings do we have yet to do? Oh, once before we even get the book. So that's, I think, the one that we have to backtrack the most for is visiting Gen, not even having the book. So, like, before even reaching the Moiety Age, getting to Gen. Which, how do we do that? How did I even get to Gen in the first place? Oh, yeah. But I know how to... Martin O'Donnell? Wait, like, hold on. Is that the same one from Halo? And Michael Salvatore? Yeah! Wait, they're the same ones from... No, wait, hold on. So, wait, I saw sound. Did they do the music as well? I need to look at it again when they come back. But, like, those two worked on Halo. Okay, that was a pretty cool, like, little thing in there. I was not even expecting that. Okay, so let me write... Okay, back, track, a lot. Right, okay. So what do we have yet to do? So we can go back to right before we visit Gen, and refuse the trap book 3 times. And then there's also, before even getting to Gen, I guess, is touch the book at Riven, not even meeting Gen, and then touch the book as soon as available, which would be while you're still at the Moiety Age. So it would be that. So the one that backtracks the most will be ending 7. Because we visited Gen as one of the last things, because I couldn't figure out how to... Yeah, music. They did do the music. Okay, that's cool. Okay. Cyan thanks. Let's see. Everyone at Sunsoft Inc., especially Mr. Masami Maeda and Mr. Kiharu Yoshida, Original Myst Team, John Miller and Simplex Systems, Cass Kapsiak, Rhode Island Historical Society, the City of Santa Fe, New Mexico, and... Whoops. Oh, I stumbled on that one. Robin and Rand would like to thank their parents, Ronald and Barbara, for their remarkable emotional and spiritual support and their unfailing love. Yeah, very cool. At least we get to read all of the nice little thank yous at the end. That's nice. So touching the book as soon as possible is the one we have to backtrack the most for. Okay, so we go here. Do we need to go back to this ending? Visit Gen, get the trap, touch before returning. No, we've already got Gen here. Okay. So these are before the Gen trap. Alright. Rescue. Bad idea, take 2. So he's already captured here. So this is when I was about to run into Gen, I think. Don't book 1, temple, linking books. No. Linking books are active here. Color puzzle gone wrong, not clickbait. I see. Okay, so this is before meeting Gen. We get over here. Load this up. So we're trying to meet Gen here. We have not met Gen yet. No, hold on. Here. We do this instead. So, yeah, we're gonna load. This one is right before we met Gen. We've seen that. We're meeting Gen. To try to hit a button, if I remember. Doink. So now he's gonna come in, he's gonna talk.
Which brings me to the point of all of this. The linking book you brought with you. You're very fortunate to have recovered it. If I may.
And we just don't do anything. So the one I did the first time, because I was unsure of what to do. So we refuse him 3 times. He's gonna read through it. Can I just, like, do this? No, it won't let me skip this. Okay, we do have to watch through this. Yes, look at the book. Look at it. Read it. Or the nothing. I do wonder if there's like anything else in the book, like actual writing. Like a formula or something.
Perhaps it would be best if you went through first.
Nah. Imagine if he
You may
actually
need some time to decide.
if he accidentally touched the book
That
there.
is reasonable. Until then, as a token of my good intentions, I will allow you free access to my linking books, crude though they may be, and to the rest of the 5th Age.
So he takes the book.
Please understand, there is nothing I want more than a chance to resolve matters
He
between
doesn't.
Atris and myself, especially in light of what has become of Catherine. But unless you are willing to demonstrate to me that your intentions are honorable, I cannot risk it. The sanctuary I've been writing for the islanders is nearly complete. After all these years, it would be a shame if I were unable to finish it.
What happens if I visit Catherine from here?
The work I am doing is quite demanding.
I can do it from the end.
Please don't signal me unless you've decided to use the book. The switch will reset itself once you link from here.
Okay. So he's done. Can I hit it again? No, I can't. Oh, I see. He traps you in here. Okay. Oh, we don't want that one yet. I kind of do, but not yet. Okay. And then we come back through. This is his signal. Alright, so this is the second time. What do you have to say, sir, for the second time around?
I'm relieved you've returned. I thought perhaps you had decided against it. Here, I shall follow you directly. Please. You're free to go. But I think you should not come back unless you're willing to use the book.
So what do we think is going to happen if we come back again and refuse him again? Wow, no more words spoken from there. I also wonder what he's doing out there. Anyway, we're gonna come in here. I don't think we've watched this flyover yet. Oh, we did. Alright, final one. We refuse him a third time.
All right then, once more.
He's moving a lot faster now. He's fed up.
The only path open to you now is through this book. Take it.
Oh, that's a gun. Staff gun.
You see, I have changed. There was a time when I might have let you live. I made that mistake with Atris once. It's a pity you decided not to give me a second chance. But there's still time.
There's still time, he said. So did he kill us, or did he just knock us out? Either way, we're trapped now. Okay, so that was... That's 5 endings. So we're about halfway now. I think so. What next? Next ones we're gonna have to backtrack for, I think. Visit again, get the trap. Okay, I think the next one actually, we just like... Yeah, see? Martin O'Donnell, Michael Salvatore. Live action Foley and mix. Oh, sound design. Oh, O'Donnell, Salvatore music. Nice. Alright, so yeah, I'm gonna backtrack to essentially where I went to when we were trying to get to these endings, and then I'm just gonna touch the book. We'll see what happens. Because I think that counts as ending 9, visit again, get trapped, touch before return, question mark? Hopefully so. No, that would be touch the book at Riven, no gen. Okay, so that one specifically I would have to backtrack a lot for. 'Cause that's... Okay. There's gonna be some figuring we gotta do here. So this one will be touch book at Riven, don't meet Gen, the next one. I imagine Gen will just like come across the book and then be like, oh, well, it sucks to be you, huh? Don't know what you're doing in there, but well, see ya. Because he already knows that we're here because of Atris. He's like, there's no way anyone else could have shown up here unless they were working with Atris. So he'll immediately know we were an agent. Let's see, Sons off, original Myst team, the city of Santa Fe, New Mexico, and Nettel West Morris. Let's see, families and loved ones of everyone closely associated for living through the deadlines with us. Debbie Kinsley, Karen and Kara Miller, Beth Alexander Grace and Abraham Miller, and Kate Helen and Evelyn Vanderwend. We love you and couldn't have done it without you. I think there's one left we haven't read yet. Oh, I see. No wonder it's doing all of that. I put more ink in my pen, but there was a lot of glitter left over. So the glitter is just coming out with this different ink. Hee hee, I like that. Writes a book of ages with my glitter gel pen. Okay, so I think, like I said, I think this is the linking books active. We'll just load this one. Then we can just... Alright, Get the trap book, don't visit Gen, touch the book. Oh! Huh? Yes, someone else touch it to get you out so he can interrogate you. Oh, he figured it out, that it was a trap book. Oh. Bye, I guess. You're just not gonna bother to get that guy out either.
Forgive me. I don't believe we've met. I am Gan, and you must be the one whom Atris sent to trap me. I don't know where you got the brilliant idea to trap yourself in the book, but I must tell you that I am quite disappointed that it is you and not Atris who must now pay the price for this foolishness. My one wish before I die would be to see him finally assume some responsibility for his actions. Perhaps it will happen one day. In the meantime, you have my sympathies.
In the meantime, you have my sympathies, he says, after killing you. Okay, I'm actually, like, actively crossing these out because I think it's confusing me that I can see so many of these. So he eventually does, like, find you. Okay. So now we're at the backtrack ones. I mean, like, the further backtracks, the ones I have to, like, figure out how far back we go. Which one do we want to do first? Well, I think for all of these, I have to backtrack to before I even get the trap book back. Okay, so let me write that down so it's solid in my head. Track to E4. Moiety age. For all three. Which one do we do first? The first one, we have to visit Gen. Then get the trap, and then touch it before returning. The next one, I don't think we have to visit Gen for it. Well, then maybe what we do, maybe that's number 2. Let's visit Gen, no cat rescue. Open the fissure. Okay, so that doesn't even involve the trap book. That still, it has to be before the moiety age. Like how I'm planning this out now. Okay, visit Gen, no cat rescue, open the fissure. That doesn't involve the trap book. But 2 of these involve the trap book. So what do we backtrack to? Well, it's gonna be before the moiety age, but which one do we do first? Before moiety age. Since we'll be right there, I wanna teleport to right before we enter the area, so we'll get zapped again by the moiety. Then we can touch the book as soon as possible. After that, we can reload that save, completely back out, and then go visit Gen. And the next one we do can be visit Gen, no cat rescue. Let's see, which ones did we not read? Cyan team, families of loved ones, the bunch of names. Okay. Oh no, I think we got everything. Yeah, I think we did it. Okay, so let's touch the book as soon as possible. That doesn't mention visiting Gen. Okay, so that can be number 1. Touch the book as soon as possible. So like in the moiety age. So get to the moiety age, and then as soon as Neela gives us the book, we touch it. The second one we can do... Oh no, here, that can be the last one instead, here. So the next one we can do can be, we can back all the way out, visit Gen, and then open the star fissure after. And then the last one is visit Gen, then we go get the trap, but then we touch it before we go back to him. We have to leave the moiety age and then touch it. And then we can go all the way back. That's where we are. And, you know, free Catherine and win TM. Okay, so now, before the Moady Age. Rescue at Rebel Base, no. Rescuing Catherine. Ill-advised. Catherine rescue start. Animal puzzle solve. Okay, we'll load this one. I'm glad I labeled it the way I did. Okay. So this one's going to be, we will touch the rescue book as soon as possible. I wonder what they're muttering about. They're fighting each other. I remember I jumped so hard because I was not expecting them to be there. I just wanted to explore. So that's like a stone tree. They're all just living in it. Hello. They're looking at me. Says nothing. Okay. I just passed right back out, so I guess maybe they didn't even know I was awake. I'm gonna let this play for just a second.
Katrina e now da saya yapalo. Yapa ay manay yalepo. Miotisay. Bekaretere wira pe yelo kene falapo. Tisay. Why te fulupe?
Alright, I'm back. So I just let that play a little bit. So we received those. Hold on. Do I want to go ahead and save here real quick? and just be like, are there either these? Visit again, get the trap touch before return. Oh, I don't have to save here. This was the only one that required me to touch it in the Moiety Age without even visiting again. But the other two hinge on me visiting again, so I don't have to save here. Okay. Hello. Uh-oh. Oh no, I wouldn't recommend that. Good.
Nel sauce, piano che è poco poco si può.
Freitag.
That's the oops ending. Okay, cool. So that one's done. Cross that off the list. This is the Moiety theme. Let's see, which one do we need to do now? Okay. So we go back to the the save that I went to, but instead visit again. Visit again without the book, because he does have different dialogue if you don't have the book with you. The one that you're supposed to get in the beginning. So I guess we can go ahead. We visit again, and then we save. Because then from there, we can do either ending, and I don't have to go back and, like, find him again. So visit again, and then I go back to the jungle area. Yeah, we can do it that way. The way that I've got it tabbed out, this way will be visiting again, and then going straight to the fissure, I think will be the fastest one. Will it be? It really just depends on where I pop out. I think technically the fissure one will be the fastest one, but not by much. Either way, I can't go to the Moiety Age until after I visit again. Yeah. Alright. Just gotta wait for this to do its thing. I think this third one is when you start doing the language stuff. And if it is, I'm excited for it. Because I was hoping that Riven would be the one where we're working with the language. And we're working with numbers, to be fair. But it's not the language that I was promised, you know? So I think the third one is actually where we start doing the language stuff. Or at least the learning the alphabet. So I'm excited for it. So we've been doing this already for an hour? We're gonna get to the third game tonight, I think. I didn't think this was gonna take that long. To be fair, some of it was figuring out the order in which to do stuff, so. Okay, start the saved game. Which one was it? Is Animal Puzzle Solve. So load, back out. We don't do that. So now we leave from here. Which one do we want to do? We gotta go visit Gen, so we have to go back to the Temple Island. Temple Island. Whoops, sorry. I didn't mean to do that. Got to see the little guys again, though. Back through here. Whoops. Dang it. I came here a different way. Remember what I was like, what are these mysterious blue buttons for? And now I know that they're for the maglev. Here it is. Yoink. 'Cause, 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 'cause So now we're back. I don't think we need anything that we haven't already discovered at this point. Right. How do we do it from here? Is it this way? No, yes, excuse me, sorry. No, I gotta spin it again. Underneath. How far back was the... It can't be too far back. Okay, I think I know. Yeah, okay. I had at least discovered that, so that's good. Not that it's a big deal at the moment, but it does make me feel good that that was done. Okay. That's the thing. And then we go... Where do we go again? Get to the top somehow. How did we get to the top? Oh, yeah. Okay, I see now. That's how. And now we do this puzzle again. Okay, so... I see temple is green. What quadrant am I looking at? Okay, we're looking at this one. Right there. Right? Okay, I see temple. We're in this area. Okay. Crater. Is it none? Oh, that one, crater was purple. Right. Because I remember we didn't have an assignment for purple. Okay. So, crater. Is that one question mark? No. Are we sure? No, this one was... Right? Mystery. Mystery, okay, yeah, mystery I didn't write down, but it's that one. Anyway, this one was purple, crater was purple. It's up in here, and then it's over one, down. Okay. Yeah, alright. We can go ahead and do mystery. I think that one was yellow. That one was here. No, that one was blue. I think. I didn't write it down. It's also not that big of a deal. Jungle was red. It is, we're looking at this section. Yep. 4 over 1 down. Okay, that one. And then the plateau, we gotta do like this. And that plateau is orange. Plateau, we're in this section. There. Yeah, okay. And we're gonna doink. We have power! Okay. Okay. We do go down to the bottom. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Sorry. I'm getting clicky over here. Right. 16. Well, yeah, it was 15, right? 'Cause that's 5, 10, 15, 20. Oh, it was 24. 16, 15. Was it like 13 and 5? Yes! Oh, oh my memory, I'm so happy. It did not let me down this time. Okay. So now we are going to save the game. Okay. Visit again for 2 endings. Resume. So the first one, we'll visit again, and then we're gonna head straight to the fissure. We're just gonna sit through his whole, well, or we're not. We can skip the first bit, because it's only the second one that's changed.
I know that you arrived in the Fifth Age with a book which was immediately stolen from you. Needless to say, its reacquisition is of interest to me, though my personal history with the moiety does not give me much hope for it. Still, there is a chance you might somehow manage to retrieve it. If you do, I would ask for the safety of all concerned that you bring it to me at your earliest opportunity. Again, to be honest, my reasons here are partly selfish. There is so much yet to be resolved between Atris and myself, especially in light of what has become of Catherine. In any case, my immediate concern is the completion of the sanctuary I've long promised to all the islanders. In the meantime, as a token of my good intentions, I will allow you free access to my linking books, cruel though they may be, and to the rest of the Fifth Age. As for the stolen linking book, we should probably not meet again until you've recovered it. I will know if you succeeded and will await your return. Good luck with your search. I hope to see you back here shortly.
Indeed. I suppose both of them require us to visit again, so we don't have to go through it all again. Get the trap. Touch before return. So really, I can save here instead. Save game, visit again for 2 endings, save, resume. So now, this is the first one. This is where we come back to. Yes. So now we head straight for the fissure. Run! Run for the fissure. Speed. Nope. Not that way, right? Yeah. Not this time, at least. So just to be clear, we don't have the book. There we go. Well, can we do this just in prep for... No. Okay. So this is... We have visited again. We have not rescued Catherine. And we don't have the book. we've just completely borked it up here. All of these are borking it up in some way or another. Oh. Oh, and we just fall in. Interesting. Atris doesn't even show up in this one. Well, I suppose he's using... No. I was gonna say he's using the trap book, but Atris isn't using the trap book. So how does he know not to go through? I'm missing something obvious. It looks like a cat's eye now. So yeah, this is the you completely messed it up ending. Like, Atris doesn't even show up here. You get kicked out of Riven, and, like, you don't do anything that Atris wanted you to do. No one gets what they want in this ending. Atris doesn't get Catherine. Catherine doesn't get rescued. Gen doesn't get to finish his project. And Riven dies. So I would argue that that's... Well, that's worse for everybody. This is the no one wins, everyone loses. Ending. Jeez, why is it... Yes, it is. That is blowing cold air. I was curious for a second. Alright, cool. So there's that ending. So now we have to go get the trap book. I imagine we need to leave the Moiety Age and then touch it? Question mark? Because then otherwise it'd be the same as touching it as soon as it's available. Yeah, okay. So that's... We have 2 more endings. So I will, from here, teleport to the jungle island, go get the trap book, leave the Moiety Age, and then touch the trap book. Okay. I keep looking at the time and it doesn't feel right. So what are we thinking of these endings so far? I think it's interesting that there's so many. Like, they really tried to think of as many as they could. Are there other endings besides these? Okay, loaded an early save game and opened the fissure and no one came, no achievement. I thought Gen showed up and killed Atris in the original. Loaded a save before learning the prison combo and it didn't work. Makes sense story-wise. Let's see, if I recall, the original had 10 ending combinations. There's still 10 endings. Someone said if you visit Tay, which is the Moiety Age, get the code for opening the fissure, then use it before capturing Gen and before freeing Catherine, Gen will shoot Atris. Yes, yep, that's true. Every ending I found. This person found 8. Trap yourself in the book before going to Riven. Atris is upset at your foolishness. That's at the very beginning. Wait. Trap yourself in the book before going to Riven. Atris is upset at your foolishness. Let's see. Trap yourself in the book on Tay. The rebels wonder what you were thinking. Yep. Trap yourself in the book on Riven before meeting Gen. Gen ends up finding you. Trap yourself in the book on Riven after meeting Gen. He's like, what was that about? Follow Gen through the book, freeing him, trapping yourself. Yep. Open the Star Fissure before trapping Gen. Gen ambushes Atris and kills him. Open the Star Fissure after trapping Gen, but before rescuing Catherine. Atris is upset. Open the Star Fissure after trapping Gen, after rescuing Catherine. Good ending. Additionally, irritate Gen by refusing to trap yourself in the book 3 times. He shoots you. Return to Tay after trapping Gen, then trap yourself in the book. Gen now has access to Tay. Oh yeah, yep. Open the Star Fissure before going to Tay. No one shows up, you fall through the fissure with no narration. Not sure if intentional, since in theory you can't know the code before retrieving Catherine's journal, but if you load a save game after knowing it, you can do it. Okay. We're gonna have to backtrack really far for that. We have to go all the way to the beginning and see if we can use the trap book and just... Atris is like, what are you doing? Okay, so this next ending, visit Gen, get the trap, and then touch it before returning. Okay, so we've already listened to his speech here. That's not it, that's not it. Oh, I guess I don't have to do it like that. Let me just do this. This one. Okay. We're here now. Oh, oh. Bonus. Messing it up as soon as you get in there. Not even when you get in there, before you get in there. Okay, here, he does the thing. Yes, I see. Whoop. 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 Okay. Whoops. You have to solve it again? Yes. Okay. At least I know the answer now. Whoops. Fish. Bug. Frog. Waterfella. Waterfella. Through. Get got. Now we hang around for a second. He walks away. We really just have to wait around for a second, don't we? Oh, you have to explore both areas. So we gotta leave this age. Hi. Hey, Mila.
Katarina e now da saya yapalo. Yapa ay manay yalepo. Mio tisay. Bekaretere wirape yelo kene falapo. Tisay. Why te fulupe?
I didn't notice it the first time around, but she does say Catherine. It's like the first word she says is Catherine. Doink. Okay, so now you've got that. How did we get out of here again? Oh, she brings you another thing.
Sirapo. Ibuko mo buko wisipo. Na vene. Tapo mo revene beno. Now, Katarina ne. Wisifa polo ya sepe yai.
Okay. just do that. I don't know. Just feel like it. Oh, he does this again. Sorry, dude. Hi.
I see you found the book. Thank you for returning it to me. It seems, however, circumstances have changed. I'm afraid my reunion with Atris will have to wait. I'd so been looking forward to seeing you. Well, there's still time.
Okay, so that's the last Gen wins ending. He gets a lot of win endings, doesn't he? Okay. That might be fun. Let's see. Very beginning. Enter trap book. Question mark. We'll see if that's an actual ending or not. If it is, that would be really funny. I just, oh, he's just like, you've got to be kidding me. I've hired a fool. It's just it's the, nope, I don't want any part of this, good luck. But yes, that's the last Gen wins ending. Set that back over there gently. I'm excited. We're getting to the end here. This very last one, like, I don't know. I don't think I even saved. I think I would technically have to start over. Then maybe what we do, we'll go ahead and do the real ending, and then as a gag, we can start over in quotations and try to get into the trap book as soon as possible. Because I don't know if starting over means losing all of the progress. Frankly, I don't want to play through the entire thing again. So we're gonna do the real ending next, and then we're gonna do the silly, goof it up right at the beginning. Yeah, that's how we'll do it. Okay, so that means we have one puzzle left to solve, and it is Catherine's prison. Thinking about it, visiting Gen first, that's how you know where the spinning thing is, where that book is. That's how you figure it out. There's a reason that it's blue. How do you figure out it's blue from there? We'll find out. What we're about to see. There's something that'll tell us why it's blue. Okay. Now we wait for it for a second. We start the saved game. Exploring endings, I think. No, it was rescue. Because we've got Gen in the book. And we need to come here. Oh. You know what we hadn't done yet? Go turn that on. There it is. Well, it's pretty at least. I can't see anything else around it. It's like it's in the middle of the ocean. Oh, but you can see through this preview what, like, I was supposed to be. It's windy here. Oh. That's why. Okay, so it was. Oh, I guess we try it again. Now we do it. Up we go. We're about to meet Catherine. Hi.
We have to move quickly. Gen's people may already know what's happening. Once we're back with the moiety, we'll have time to regroup. Can I see the book? You did it. We're all free. You captured Gen. But they're still his followers. I'm not sure what I'll do once I realize he's gone. I'll have to get the villagers to safety as soon as possible. You go back to the Temple Island and reopen the fissure. I know it's risky, but it's the only way to signal Atris. I'll try to make it back there as soon as I can, but don't wait for me. Don't forget, the portal combination's in my journal. Good luck.
Bye. See you soon. Wait a second. Guess it's gotta give her time to leave. Yeah, I guess so. Wonder if they timed it. They're like, this is approximately how long it would take. Can I help? Hello? Help? Help? Okay. It's a beautiful place. Can I go back up there? I want to explore a bit. No, she cut it. You can't go back. Oh, man. Aw. Okay. Oh, and you're gonna make me... Alright. She's gonna make me do it. Flashy, I guess. Got it. That's how you figure it out. It's the half-open eye on the side. There we go. The last piece of that puzzle that we didn't even need anymore. 24, 16, 15, 13, 5. Well, I gotta tell you, girl, you're not gonna have a whole lot of time. Because I'm headed straight there. You already know what I'm here for. Interesting that the trap is back up. There you are. Oh, son of a bitch. I'm gonna get back through then. Who did that? His followers, I suppose. Oh my gosh. Wait, how do we get out now? The temple. They forgot. They're like, you could go nowhere else. Oh. Yes, come on down, please. Are they already going to be waiting for us there? Oh, they retracted that. Everything's been reset the way it was before. But no one's here to stop us. And she took the trap book. She's like, you're not jeopardizing this. Alright, here we go. This is for all the marbles. Wait a second, we can't do it yet. I got a little hasty. No, all the way back. I see. Sorry. I was just giving Catherine some time. You know how it is.
There isn't much time. Where's Catherine? Where's the book?
Atris!
I don't...
Yay! Aww.
The villagers are safely in the Rebel Age. I thank you.
As do I. You've accomplished more than I could have hoped for. You've given me back my life. The path home is now clear for all of us.
Do all three of us touch the book?
This is where our paths must part.
Oh.
Perhaps we'll meet again someday. You know where to find me. Goodbye, my friend.
So we don't go into the book with him at the end. Follow! Follow that book! Interesting. So even in the good ending, you just fall
Now
into
I understand. Endings and beginnings are within the fissure. That riven cleft of stars that access both a wall and a bridge. And though I am unable to understand how, the very flow of stars that Myst book into worthy hands, I am sure served as a safe passage home for my friend. The age of Riven is closed forever, but the people of Riven are free. And now I am at rest, understanding that in books and ages and life, the ending can never truly be written.
And thus we have reached the end. Well, this is nice. Yay! So I know that, I'm trying to think of how Atris and Catherine found Myst in the first place, because they had to jump into the fissure. That's how, I suppose that's how Atris knows that it's safe? Question mark? It's because he survived it. He went down there before. That's how he knows. But it's still kind of nebulous as to where exactly you're going to end up. Because I think those different... You're just kind of floating in the void. There are different, like, dark spots that, like, maybe other worlds, like other ages, but I'm assuming there's nothing like the fissure, like, where there's just an open way for you to get in. So I wonder, truly, what you're supposed to be doing there? Do you just kind of float forever? That's what I want to know. He seems to think everything will be fine, though. I trust that my friend will find their way home. Meanwhile, the friend in question, what do I do? Wait a second! There's no time to explain. Jump into the void. Like I said, Atris survived, so that's how he knows it's okay. You know, it's the spooky way to get out of there. Watching that world collapse as you continue to float endlessly into the void until at some point you come out the other side, wherever that other side is. But at least the music is nice. Imagine there's a post-credits scene. Avengers style. The player character will return in Myst 3 Exile. Also, they just have Gen trapped. They didn't kill him. So I don't know if he's gonna pull the same thing. So let's see. Start new game. We're pretty much waiting to see if we could just jump into the trap book immediately.
Thank God you've returned. I need your help. There's a great deal of history that you should know, but I'm afraid that I must continue my writing. Here. Most of what you'll need to know is in there.
Oh, that's a tiny book.
Keep it well hidden. reasons you'll discover, I can't send you to Riven with a way out. But I can give you this. It appears to be a linking book, back here to Dunny. But it's actually a one-man prison. You'll need it, I'm afraid, to capture Gan. Once you've found Catherine, signal me, and I'll come with a linking book to bring us back. There's also a chance, if this all goes well, that I might be able to get you back to the place that you came from.
Here we go. I don't think there's any way to actually use the prison book.
Yo? Feriaje. Kakaware po. Modu po me po. Tagema. Rekoa. Tagema. Busu rekoa. Misirapo. Misirapo. Umutika bukuwa nai. Misirapo. Umutika bukuwa nai. Bukuwa nai. Misirapo. Bukuwa nai. Bukuwa nai. Bukuwa nai. Bukuwa nai.
I see, that's Gen's guard. So when he's trying to get you out of the book to figure out who you are, he sends that guard in there. Because he's messed up twice now with this trap. First with Catherine and now with us. So I don't think we actually get to use the prison book. Seems that's just a nope. The phone, it's at 5%. Hey, dude. So then you're like, wait! Come back, give me that back! Yeah, we got nothing. Okay. So, they were making a joke there. Okay. So there's no real ending on that one. Alright, so that means... Hang on. So if I say load game. Yeah, okay, cool. It is here. So, we go ahead and hit quit. Over here. Not going to see anything at the moment because I need to come do this real quick. We're not ending the stream just yet. I'm just giving you something to listen to. Okay. Doink. So this is the first time I'm booting up Myst 3 Exile. I have no idea what to expect with this. It may be very loud, hopefully not. I'm gonna have this here. Oh, good. It brings me to a main menu. Yes. Okay, we're here. My favorite game ever. First playthrough? Yes, yeah, this is my first time playing through all but the first game. So, I've played the first Myst twice now. Just finished Riven, obviously. I got through all the endings, and now we're doing this one. Is it a little quiet on stream? No, I think it's fine. So, Ubisoft is part of this one. Interesting. Okay, so, new game. I guess somehow we make it back to Atris. Presto Studios.
I realized as our group linked back to Dunny that we should not restore the city as we had planned. The once magnificent buildings lay in ruin, a testament to the hatred that had consumed them. Too many people had fallen victim to that hate, to the prejudice and greed from which it sprang. Gazing out across the cavern, I decided to write another age, one that would help the Dunny survivors begin again, free from the tragedies of their past. So with my wife, Catherine, supporting me, I put aside that past to write a future. More than a year has gone by since I finished writing Relishon. I have a new daughter, who I hope will someday link to the age with me. And as I imagine Yisha meeting the Dunny, those brave men and women who are building a new life for themselves, I realize I've been given another chance as well. A chance to learn from my mistakes and leave the past behind me once and for all.
I feel like this is a little loud. Ooh, this is like a real picture.
Breathtaking, isn't it?
Oh. Hi.
We call it Tamana. We moved here after Atris finished writing Relishon. He wanted us to have a new home too. I'm so glad to see you. I told Atris our paths would cross again. He was just going to grab something for your trip to Relishon, so he shouldn't be terribly long. Unless he decides to check over the whole house first, which means he could be hours resetting all his padlocks.
Oh no.
But I know he was looking forward to introducing you to the Dunny, so he shouldn't be terribly long.
Okay.
Why don't you wait in his study?
This is not his study. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I think this is like, this has to be a real picture. That's super cool though. Hello, Boyd. Whoa. This is cool. We've only got about 10 minutes to hang around here.
You know, this trip is exactly what Atris needs right now. I haven't been able to get him out of the house for months, ever since he found his journals out of place. But seeing how well the Dunny have settled in on Relishon should help him to finally relax.
Hee hee. I see. So you right click to be able to like do things. And then otherwise you can just kind of like, okay. Suppose is this his study? Can I save real quick? Save. Tamana 1. Okay. Game start. Resume. So this is his study. That's them. Oh, hello. Taman, thank you for responding so quickly to my request for Nara padlocks. As you know, security in Tomana has become an important issue of late. Perhaps I am overreacting, as Catherine suggests, but the idea that someone may have been sneaking into my study, reading all of my journals, disturbs me. After what happened to my library on Myst, after my own sons, Cirrus and Akinar, destroyed so many of my books, I've come to realize how delicate the link is to my worlds. I've never been able to repair those burned books, to link to each age and find out if the inhabitants survived. The padlocks won't change that situation, but they should ease my fear of trespassers considerably. Sincerely, Atris. And there's Cirrus and Akinar. I'm glad that they actually get acknowledged in this one. That's cool. Can I interact with anything? Could seem not. Oh. Don't want to go in there. Is that the one that went to Riven? Question mark.
Well, my friend.
Oops.
I see you found the Relishon book.
Hi.
Catherine tells me you've been here for some time. Sorry if I've kept you waiting. But since we'll be gone a few days, I needed to secure some of my things. And I also wanted to bring you this. It's a journal I kept while I was writing Relishon. I thought you might find it interesting to read about what I'd hoped to achieve, compared to what the age truly is. Well, just let me get my keys to unlock Relishon and we'll be off. Oh, and I'm interested in hearing what you've been up to in recent months.
Floating void. Oh. What the? Who is?
No! No! Relishon!
Oh, do we have to go? I guess we're going. Oh, I didn't want to do that just yet. I should have gone into the other room first. Okay, so hold on. Before we continue, would you like to save your current game before loading a new one? Sure. Inanin 3. Well, Inanin, really. Uh-oh. Save. Okay. Oh, yeah, game start, load. So we're not going that way yet.
I'm sorry, the other door.
Oh. It just won't let me. Okay. What happens if we mess with this? Can't do anything. Okay, so that means that... Don't save, we don't need to. We did everything we could already. Follow! Follow that person. Ah. There's like pulsing music in the background. Is this too loud? Is this too loud? It doesn't seem bad on stream. It's a little loud for me though. Well, I guess we don't get to do anything about that person. We're here. out. That's a little too far. What's this? Oh, I wonder if we have to have them pointing in specific directions. The first puzzle. What in the world has happened here? What is this? Oh, maybe I have to point it at that. So here, we're gonna go ahead and stop here. Now I'm gonna open this. We'll go ahead and read this, and then we can get started. Ending stream. So what do we have? See, 93,525. I always feared this day would come. For years, Catherine and I have dreamed of restoring Dunny. We have dedicated our lives to the task, taking it upon ourselves to locate the citizens of Dunny and convince them to return to their ruined city and rebuild. Our dream has become the dream of so many now, and the progress we have made toward achieving it is something of which we all can stand proud. But I know now that it has been a mistake. The city of Dunny should not be restored. It should stand forever in ruins, as both a symbol of our past mistakes and a memorial to all who lost their lives when Dunny fell. The devastating events of recent months, the war on Tirani, and the death of Uta in particular, have driven this truth home to me quite forcefully. If we rebuild the city walls today, are we not giving approval to the very illness that destroyed our civilization in the first place? Are we not setting ourselves up to repeat that pattern again in future generations? I have put much thought into this tonight, and have found only one solution. If we, the men and women who survived the downfall of Dunny, are to thrive, then we must break the pattern of hatred which has destroyed so many lives. We must begin our civilization anew. And we can only do that if I write us a new age. I have spoken with Catherine about this and she agrees. I only hope the others will see it as well. 93,526, so that's the next day. Oops, sorry. Let me in. Alright. Will these people never cease to amaze me? I thought they would object to my decision. After all, most of them linked back to Dunny specifically to see the city rebuilt. But when I told them why we should not restore it, their response was immediate and unanimous. Whereas yesterday they thought only of rebuilding, today they concentrate solely on salvage. They intend to take from their ruined city only that which is best and move on. Everywhere I look, the enthusiasm for this new task is obvious. It heartens me, even as I face my own monumental contribution. I have written many ages in my lifetime, from my first timid attempts under the tyrannical tutelage of my father, to my most recent accomplishment, Averone. Never before has so much been riding on my skill. The age I am about to write must be all I ever imagined and more. How am I going to achieve it? 9361. Catherine laughed this morning when she saw me drudging out my old notebooks. I must have made quite the picture, sitting near the embers of a fire, surrounded by countless commentaries and journals. Some of them seemed more dust than paper, but the hours I spent sifting through them was worth it. And that's going to be a hint for later. Ideas for what this new age might be are tumbling around in my head. There are almost too many to catch hold of. Obviously, I must choose some starting point as my anchor. Writing ages is a science, a precisely structured equation of words. Every equation needs, as its foundation, an underlying concept around which the age can develop. In the past, I have written my books around whatever idea intrigued me most at the time. I wanted to discover how the age to which the book linked would manifest the results of that idea. Sometimes civilizations had arisen, sometimes they had not. But whether a society had come to exist on the age or not, it was often in response to whatever concept the book I had written embodied. This time, my search for a concept must be weighed very carefully. I already have the civilization I wish to see develop. I know our history as a people, and the paths we have followed to arrive here. Today, I must write a book which will link to an age that will allow us to continue on our way, growing ever stronger as one people. What underlying concept must this new age reflect that will best allow our civilization to thrive? I fear I must think on this some more. A few days later, it has taken me some time, but I may have found my anchor. It came to me as I was considering what I know about the survivors of Dunny. We have seen so much tragedy in our lives, from the destruction of the city to the suffering and loss of loved ones due to plague and deprivation. Yet even in the midst of these adversities, my kinsman and I have found the strength to keep going. We have tapped into our individual strengths and transformed ourselves into something much stronger. It is a characteristic I have seen in several of my ages, whenever I focused my writing on the inherent energy sources in a world. Long ago, grandmother taught me that no possibility for life in an age, exists without the presence of energy. By tapping into its latent energy sources, an age moves out of stasis. It grows, transforms, and develops. Energy is the underlying fuel that powers all activity. To put it more simply, energy powers future motion. Yet, as grandmother also liked to remind me, energy in an age takes on diverse forms. Each one has strengths and weaknesses of its own. How many forms will this new age contain? Which type will be its dominant theme? Tomorrow I will link back to Myst, and from there revisit several of my ages. Perhaps in my old worlds I will discover new ideas. I had almost forgotten how painful it is to revisit Myst. In the 10 years since my sons Cirrus and Akinar left me trapped on Kvir Island and burned so many of my books, Catherine and I have rarely linked back. I told myself we were always too busy. First with writing ages like Averone, then with searching the ages of Dunny for survivors. I always said we would spend more time on Myst eventually. The truth is, I have been avoiding the age. Seeing the island in its current condition ignites such anger and grief. I am immediately reminded of the betrayal of my sons, as well as the cruelty and greed with which they plundered my ages. I know I am partly responsible for these acts. I constantly wonder if there were something I could have done to reach out to the boys before... Enough. Nothing can change the tragedies of the past. Like my Dunny kinsman, I must salvage what is best and move on. Perhaps in the process I will find forgiveness and hope. Oh, and we do quite the time skip a few months later. Once again, I am back on Myst Island, having completed a lengthy sojourn through several of my ages. The trip itself was not as inspiring as I had hoped. The Selenitic age was especially disturbing, but has it not always been so? The very first time I linked to the age, its uninhabited landscape was shaking with tremors. At the time, I felt it was because the energy in the age was unfocused, as if it were at war with itself. Stability finally came, but even after it did, I never truly felt comfortable there. I missed the more natural balance of ages like Channelwood. Yo, shout out to Channelwood, one of my favorites. Perhaps that is the lesson to take home with me. The Dunny, too, have faced much turmoil in their history. Their lives have been unsettled enough. Perhaps I should be striving to offset the energy that already exists within our civilization by providing it with a more stabilized environment in which to grow. An environment in which the natural equilibrium of the world serves as a counterpoint to the upheavals of civilization. The more I consider it, the more I wonder if I should make nature the foundation of this new age. Worlds like Channelwood attain equilibrium quite easily, primarily because of one reason. Nature encourages mutual dependence. As one life withers and dies, it provides nourishment so that another might live. Plants become food for other animals, and the waste products animals cannot absorb become nutrients to sustain the other plants. So long as nothing intrudes to upset this balance, nature can maintain itself indefinitely. An interesting metaphor to set as an example for my people. I think I will confer with Catherine on this subject. Her ages always exhibit symbiosis more dramatically than mine. Perhaps she should help me write this new age. I am so tired I can barely think right now. But I will force myself to stay focused, for I have not written anything in days. The moment I linked back to Dunny, I was besieged with requests for my assistance. Master Tamman wanted to consult over which stonecutters were worth salvaging, and did I think the rock in this new age would be difficult to sound? Oma and Essel needed my opinion about a new history they had uncovered. Should they hold off on starting its translation, or would paper supplies be scarce in the new age? There were so many questions needing answers, I barely had time to see Catherine. She, of course, laughed at my dilemma, saying that I had no one to blame but myself. After all, I was the one who encouraged the Dunny to start over. Naturally, they would look to me to keep them moving in the right direction, unless some other force stepped in to change that view. Her words made me realize a fundamental principle I had thus far been ignoring. All this time, I have been debating whether to make energy or nature the underlying framework for this age, but there is another equation to consider. An age based solely on the future motion of energy will face constant upheavals, most likely at the cost of tranquility, and an age based solely on the mutual dependence of nature can become so balanced over time it may cease to tolerate change. Yet to continue to grow as a people, Dunny's civilization needs both. Occasional upheavals followed by periods of balanced stability. I have seen such situations occur naturally on several of my ages. Each time, it was because I centered the writing around some dynamic force that I had decided to make prevalent in the age. Such forces allow the balance between forward motion and mutual dependence to fluctuate. As one concept takes precedence, the other recedes until another force surfaces to change things. As Catherine's insightful comment reminded me, dynamic forces spur change. I am too tired to think more on this tonight. Hopefully in the morning my thoughts will coalesce. Catherine surprised me today. Apparently while I was off visiting my ages, she linked to Myst by herself. She did not say so, but I could tell that her visit had been painful. More than ever now, I am convinced we must find a place to begin again ourselves. Perhaps when I have written this new age for the Dunny, I will put some thought into where Catherine and I might live. Wait a second. Sorry, I was hearing something in the music. It almost sounded like Gen's theme. I was like, wait! We've been hearing it over and over tonight, so I'm like especially keyed in to hear it. I cannot believe I did not see it before. All this time, I have been struggling to describe the perfect age for the Dunny. I have considered, and then rejected, several underlying concepts which I felt might best set the course for their future, as if I alone should determine how Dunny civilization will grow. In my own way, I have become as egotistical as my father. In truth, I owe this realization to Catherine. Sensing my indecision about the new age, she led me on a walk around Dunny. Salvaging efforts were well underway, with teams of people scouring the ruined harbor district. As I watched my Dunny kinsmen deciding which parts of their culture to retain, I realized they do not need me to determine their future. They are quite capable of setting its course by themselves, regardless of what age I write. This realization has opened my eyes to the best way of approaching my task. I no longer need to worry about which underlying concept, energy, nature, or dynamic forces I should make prevalent in the age. Rather, I must strive to include them all. I must write a balance of systems into the descriptive book, enough so that the Dunny people will constantly be challenged to attain their ultimate potential. As grandmother often pointed out to me when we spoke about ages back on Myst, balanced systems stimulate civilizations. At last I feel I am ready to begin writing this age. Indeed, I am eager to begin, and have already come up with the perfect name. I know grandmother would have loved it. Of course, Catherine could tell the moment I turned to her that I had finally found my starting point. I babbled on excitedly for some time before I noticed the smile she was hiding. When I saw it enough to grow suspicious, she handed me one of my oldest age books. She must have picked it up when she linked back to Myst. Seeing the name Jinanin emblazoned on the book cover, or Inanin, that's an I. sorry, seeing the name Inanin, which actually is where we are, I think, emblazoned on the book cover, I could only shake my head. The one age I never got around to revisiting was the one that might have helped me the most. How foolish was I to have completely forgotten it. So we're on his first world. First Minecraft world. Where you're just goofing off and doing whatever. This is where we are. We're on Atris's first Minecraft world. But he wrote it under the watchful eye of Gen. So this is not quite his own. It's still got Gen influence in it. So that'll be interesting. I think after I have finished this work, I should take one final trip, if only to help restore an old fool's memories. Oh, literally the last page. Seeing the name Inanin emblazoned on the book cover, I could only shake my head. The one age I never got around to revisiting was the one that might have helped me the most. And now, here we are, in Inanin. How do I get out of here, by the way? Am I just kind of like... That's how. This is weird, by the way. Being able to just kind of be like, panoramic view. It's cool, though. I like it. It's just like, I'm gonna have to get used to it. Okay, well. I do so love me a good read. We'll rename that to... Okay, for real now. Save, and if I hit load... Don't save. Non-in4. Oh, okay, it still keeps a non-in4. Okay. Anyway. Yippee. So now we gotta come over here and we gotta do, if I can find the button. Where's the button? Hello button. Nope, not the button. Nope, that's not even that button. It's this one. Wahaha! Alright, so it is time. Without the caps lock. The top link will take you to my streaming Discord. It's where I post updates about things that I'm doing off stream. If there's any delays or cancellations, you will find that in the Discord. That's where I post all the updates. Like, all of the updates. Even updates you don't even care about. I post updates that no one even reads. Except myself. Nah, I can't speak for everybody. I am not omniscient. Anyway, the YouTube link will take you to my VODs YouTube, where I upload my VODs. So, in a couple days, the one for this stream will be going up. Fun times. If you're in the Discord and you want to be in the know on when those VODs go up, if you go to voting and react, you can react to the message talking about the VOD Enjoyer role, and I will give you the VOD Enjoyer role, and then you will be pinged when VODs go up. Or if you don't want to bother with that, you can also just like hit follow, subscribe and hit the bell button, as they say. Or don't. I'm not your dad. Let's see, what are we doing? Today's Monday. So this upcoming Wednesday, we should be doing more Dragon Age. I think I've figured out a fix for all the crashing. I found a mod that should help out. I was able to turn all the graphic settings back up as well, and it didn't crash. I was super excited about that. I even started playing on a different profile because I was so excited about it. I'm like, I get to just play Dragon Age. Anyway, we'll be continuing with Dragon Age on Wednesday. And then Friday, we'll be back in Myst 3, having, frankly, no idea what to do. We're just, like, here. It'll be a good time. Anyway, let us see where we can raid for the evening. Who is online right now that I can throw you guys over to? I will yeet you in that direction. You know what? Lady Teddy is currently on. She is playing, or I should say she's going to play, because she's in their starting soon screen. She's going to play God of War, which I have heard very good things about that game. I would like to play it at some point, but I've got quite the list of games all ready to play. So, we'll see how that goes. Anyway, The raid is ready. I hope you all enjoyed tonight's stream, and we will see you folks next time. Bye, everyone!